Told y'all I'll be right back on, y'all. Back with another one. And you know what we're here for. Before I get into it, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell so you're always notified whenever I drop a video. With that being said, let's hop right into it. Sixers, 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 Sixers. 10-9, 876ers. We got it done Tuesday night. Season's almost over, but we're ending it out on a strong note. But let's talk about this big win over the Pacers. I was very impressed. Some concerns that we had in that game, I'm not going to lie, but for the most part, I love what I saw. They beat a team that they were supposed to while setting a bunch of records. 131 to 122 win over the Pacers on the road. I love the performance by JoJo. Love the performance by Tyrese Maxey as well as Tobias Harris. So Joel Embiid led the way, 45 points and 13 rebounds in his bid for this MVP title. He's certainly making a case for himself. Between him, Jokic, Giannis, Devin Booker, those are the names that you're hearing thrown out there. And there's been some criticism of Embiid in some big moments, especially the Bucks game from last week. And look, you're going to have some off games here and there, but for the most part, he's been dominant all year long. Giannis and Jokic had a big weeks respectively last week, so I think that skewed people's perception of reality in the here now, right? But over the long haul, Embiid has been, in my opinion, the most valuable for his team. Maybe I'm biased because I'm a Sixers fan, maybe, but I think objectively, most people around the league would look at Jokic, Embiid, and Giannis and say that they are sitting in a class of their own, but what Embiid has done, especially on the defensive end, has been nothing short of spectacular. And on Tuesday night, he also passed LeBron as the scoring leader for this year. He's currently sitting at 30.42 points a game, while LeBron was at 30.268, so he just passed him that game. So he's making a strong case, right? And then you look at his numbers this year. In this 2021 and 2022 season, he's had 12 games of 40 points and 10 rebounds. That's the most since the ABA-NBA merger. He's tied with Russell Westbrook in the 2016-17 season and Moses Malone from the 1981-82 season. So that should tell you a lot. And that was Moses' season, I believe, before he got traded to the Sixers when we got our title. So you're talking about rarefied air. He's in elite company. And that just shows you, just to give you some perspective on how dominant he's been this year. And to be doing that as a 7'2", 275-pound center who can also shoot the three. That is freaking amazing. Just saying. Then you look at the supporting cast, if you could call him that. Tyrese Maxey showed up and showed out. And this whole team showed up and showed out, especially in the first half. Put up 81 points in the first half. And we set a record for three-point shots made. The previous record, franchise record, was 21 shots made. And the record we set last night was 23 three-pointers made. Incredible. Tyrese Maxey was 8 for 11 from three-point range. I believe that's a career high for him from three beyond the arc. And then Tobias Harris was almost perfect. Went 5 for 6 from three-point range. He was on fire. So I really love what we saw offensively out of this team. Now to the bad. Did not like what we saw out of DeAndre Jordan. Put up some points, but if you look at those points in context, he looked lost at times on defense. Yeah, he scored on some alley-oops and on some easy baskets here and there, but on defense, he looks to be a walking liability. And then he had the flagrant 2 foul. Look, from my perspective, it was a good hard foul. I'm not going to sit here and call it a flagrant. It looked like he was going for the ball. He ended up hitting dude on the side of the head and knocked him to the ground. If you want to call a flagrant one, I even give you that. But it wasn't an intentional. It wasn't like he was intentionally trying to hurt the guy. And this league, among others, is just getting too damn soft. But that's another story for another day. But he got ejected. And there's been a lot of talk about, man, he was supposed to be the guy to help replace some of the production you lost with Andre Drummond, and he's not turning out to be that right now. So I wonder what their thoughts are or plans are moving forward going into the playoffs on that end. Secondly, we have a propensity for giving up, coughing up, losing leads in the second half, especially when it's time to close out games. If you're up 15, 20 points, you can't see the lead just poof evaporate down to 9 points and now you have to put your foot on their neck again. No, you're supposed to stomp them out till there's no life left. No offense to the people that might be triggered by that sentence, but that's what you're trying to do. You got to put their lights out. So they really have to work on that, ending these teams in the middle of the fourth quarter, letting them know it's over, door closed, rest your starters, get ready for the next game because you're not coming back in this one. They have to address that issue, or it's going to come back and bite them in the butt, in my estimation. But all in all, they look very strong going into these last 3 games. And if we look at the playoff race right now, just had it up. Either way, you have 3 games left. We're sitting in the number 4 slot. I think we can be as high as the... If we win out, we can't be any worse than the 3 seed in the East. I think we can go as high as the 2 seed, depending on what pans out with the other teams, like the Bucks and the Celtics. So we'll see what happens. I believe we have a game most likely coming up tonight. Let me go ahead and check here on my scoreboard, see what's popping off. But I believe we are playing tonight, yes, against the Raptors, 7:30 in Toronto, and Matisse Thybulle will not be playing. I haven't looked into it, but I'm going to assume that he's not vaccinated, and that's the reason why he cannot go up to Canada and play. And if we were to face them in the playoffs, that would be a big issue because on the road games, Matisse Thybulle would not be able to play. And you talk about losing defense, yikes, right? These are things to think about. But I think that we still have a pretty good shot to beat the Raptors up here tonight. And we'll see how things shake out with the rest of the East. But let me know your thoughts on this. Leave your comments below. And let me know where you think the Sixers will end up in the playoff bracket. And next video, I will be getting at a big match coming up this weekend with Triple G fighting on the Zone. Is he going to get the win? I don't know. It's an opponent that he's sparred against often when he used to train with Abel Sanchez at Big Bear. But Triple G's a little bit older now. Does he still have the skills to get the bills paid? We don't know. But let me know what your thoughts are, and I will holler at y'all on the next episode. Catch you later. Peace.